We have got to talk about Steven Kwan. Steven Kwan,
Yeah, we
for
do.
those of you that don't know, plays for Cleveland's baseball club. His 14-game hitting streak ended on Friday. Okay, 14. During that streak, he had a 500 batting average. Not just a hitting streak, he had a 500 batting average. His OPS was at 1.275, 2 home runs, 5 doubles, 9 RBIs. He only struck out 4 times, Brad, in 14
In
games.
14 games. I'm pretty sure Jorge Polanco is going to strike out 4 times tonight.
Right. Yeah, and if Big G wasn't hurt, he would also strike out 4 times.
There you go. Yeah.
All right.
Is Big G's leading the MLB's all-time list for golden sombreros, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure he's the dude.
I'm not sure we can give him that title right now, but
he's that something. Dude. How's that?
He's that guy. Yeah.
Not the dude, that dude.
That dude. Yeah. Okay, going into Monday. It's currently Monday evening Eastern Standard Time, about 9 p.m. So going into Monday, he's batting .390 across the season. That leads the American League. Bobby Witt Jr. is coming in second at .311. It's a pretty big difference between .390 and .311, in case you weren't doing mathsicals there. His on-base percentage, .448, highest in the American League. The highest qualifying is Juan Soto at .431. Brad.
So that's the thing you have to remember is he's only played in 49 games because he was injured, and Cleveland has now played in 75 games. But still, holy cow. He's played in 2/3 of the games and is putting up these kind of numbers.
Slugging .575, fourth highest in the American League behind Aaron Judge, who leads it at .686, and an OPS of a season OPS now of 1.023, second behind Judge at 1.108.
Because Judge seems like he's reached the point where he's hitting a home run like every other day, which is kind of what you would expect from a dude that big.
Yeah, well, it's not just that big. He's that good, though, right? He just
is that good.
He'll miss and it'll go. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Yep.
Yeah, and Aaron Judge leads the league with 28 right now. I think he said I thought I saw he's on pace for 56 this year if he maintains. Doesn't get any better or worse. That's a lot.
It's still so many home runs.
Yeah. So Steven Kwan does not technically qualify for the top few spots in the American League because, like Brad said, he's only played 49 games. That's an important thing to keep in mind. But we're still going to make sure we watch very closely as his season progresses because the tear he's on, obviously he's meteoric right now. He's going to come down, right? He'll level back out. But this 14-game stretch was incredible. Now, but the question is this kind of who he is? Is this an anomalous situation? What sort of expectations can we take from Steven Kwan or about Steven Kwan moving through the rest of the season? What do you think?
This is my thing, is I feel like obviously this is somewhat of an anomaly, right? Because you don't feel like he can maintain 390, but Luis Arias, for how long last year, was flirting 400?
A lot.
Right? So,
yeah.
And I don't know. Okay, we've talked about this a little bit. Trevor May pointed out, like we said, that the in Cleveland, they took off part of the upper deck. The wind flows more freely. But that's not going to affect just regularly getting on base.
Nope.
Cleveland is a different ball club than they were last year offensively across the board.
For sure.
Like, in so many different ways.
Yep.
This might be the Steven Kwan we've been waiting for, because he was the runner-up for Rookie of the Year, and part of that I feel like Julio did have a crazy second half as a rookie. Started super slow, right? But Steven Kwan was level all year. Good enough to be runner-up?
Yep.
Maybe second runner-up, something like that. I can't remember. Actually, I have it right here. I can find out. He finished third Rookie of the Year 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he hit 298 with a 772 OPS. Last year he took a step back, but I think last year's step back, his sophomore slump, is what motivated him to become the player, make the changes he needed. Obviously, he's been motivated to become this player, but I think it motivated him to really make the changes that he needed to make to become this guy. We could see Kwan finish top 5 easily in the MVP race if he takes even half a step back or step back from this.
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree.
He could be the dude because he's been Cleveland's MVP, that's for sure. And if Cleveland
Oh,
finishes
easy.
with top two, one of the top two seeds in the American League,
Which
he
is
could be
looking
right
like
there.
they may.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
getting intense. On
yeah.
if you're not paying attention to Cleveland baseball right now, then you've got your head
You need to
under a
be.
rock or
This
something,
team. This team is way better than they were last year.
which is
They are
crazy.
they're 23 games going into Monday. They're 23 games over 500.